Good morning and welcome to Frank's School. I say good morning because it's very early. This is my 89th day of my second year. In the last video I had a misspelling, the word clarity. Now I've put it in quotes because I'm referring to the word as a word. That word clarity, when I spelled it for its pronunciation, and for that I use backslashes. I'll show you why I do that. I had a C here. Well, a C works, but a K is what I use in my system. So clarity is what I should have said. All right, the story goes on. Same paragraph. This is not indented. The narrator is telling the story, and he says that this is about the rooster. The rooster. Then he sat down and began to write 2 letters. The first began as follows. Then he sat down and began. We don't need a comma here because this is a compound simple predicate. There's the simple subject right there. He sat and began. If you diagrammed that and read Kellogg, you would do it like this. He sat and began. The simple subject is there. This is only one clause, not 2, so we don't put a comma here. And began to write 2 letters. Just a straight out statement with a compound simple predicate. Okay, the first began as follows. Now, one of the reasons I'm doing this is to show you this punctuation mark. I've shown it to you before, but it often comes after the word as follows, and it's a colon. Get ready for what's coming, as follows. Or it introduces a list. All right, now what we actually say, or what I say in my dialect, sounds like this. Then voiced he sat. I say down. A little east of here, people will say down, with an eh here, down. But that's not natural for me. And began to write of course that's often to write. People will say to, but if they're speaking faster and formal, to write 2 letters. 2 letters. Now I suggested that British would maybe say letters and pronounce that as a T. But here in America, in the United States, we tend to make a lot of T's, D's, like butter. Letters. The first. We don't say first. We say first. Began as follows. Follows. The first began as follows. The German for this would be: Dann setzte sich hin und begann 2 Briefe zu schreiben. Der erste begann wie folgt. I must ask, I think this is setzte. I'm tempted to say sitzte with an I. In English, there's that problem between sat down and sit down. Sat down and sit down. And I suppose the problem in English probably comes from German, because you could say set yourself down. But anyway, this is reflexive. Then set he himself. Hin is hard to explain. It's like in a direction. In this case it would be down. And began 2 letters to write. The first began as follows. Exactly the same order as we would say it in English. All right, I think I have 1, maybe 2 more videos today. So see you soon.